Hey guys, thanks for coming. I'm Nick and this is Real Life Money where we talk about topics that schools do not. So let's get started. In this video, we're going over 5 ways or 5 steps of how to budget your money correctly. Hold up now. So before we get started guys, I want to state that the word budget just reminds me of the word diet because they both don't work. Now they work kind of, but they're so restrictive. Like we realize that yeah, we have to do these things. We have to budget our money. We have to diet, watch what we eat. But we really don't. When you first start, you're motivated. The fire's inside of you and you're going for it. But after a while, it just dies. So what happens afterwards? Well, our ass becomes flabby and our wallet becomes empty. So I created these steps to focus on because they're basic. I feel like diets and budgets normally do not work because they're just so restrictive, limiting, and complex. I'm trying to keep it basic so they could actually help and work for you guys. Because I like my wallet the way I like my butt. Firm. So, starting with step number 1 is your income. Realizing how much you actually make. A lot of us guys have no concept of money. We really don't know what's going on. So, a good start is to realize your money situation, how much you're making. Look at your paycheck. You should know the approximation, just the basics of your average paycheck. Per paycheck, per month, and also per year. And to calculate these things are very simple, basic math. So if your paycheck is $571.33, I do not care, and most likely neither do you. The cents and dollars, kind of, it doesn't matter. Come on, it's too complex and to realize what's going on. Just round it out. I like to underestimate, so just instead of that number, just say $550 per paycheck. Keep it easy. Now I like underestimating because 1, it makes it really simple, and 2, in real life when you're actually doing it, you'll actually have more than expected when you do some easy calculations. So once you find out per paycheck, simply times it by 4 for per month, or if you do get paid every 2 weeks, times it by 2, that's your monthly. Congratulations. And then you could times it by 12 for your yearly salary. So those numbers are the big picture. Don't kill yourself if I was like, oh, did I make 33 cents or 35 cents this week? It doesn't matter. The small things are not going to make or break you. You have to worry about the large numbers. Step number 2, which is your expenses. So you have to realize where the hell your money goes. Now this could be very simple by either looking at your bank statements, you could look at your credit card statements, whatever you use or where you take your money from. So you could see your actual expenses, or you could also approximate some things. Now when you're calculating your income and expenses, I like to do it monthly for a couple of reasons. 1, for expenses, some expenses are only charged monthly, like your car bill, phone bill, credit card bill, that type of stuff. It's charged once per month. It's not like a weekly thing. So I like to do it on a monthly number. And the other reason why I like to calculate income and expenses on a monthly number is leading into our step number 3, which is cash flow. So what is cash flow? Well guys, cash flow is very easy to calculate. You take your income minus your expenses, and whatever is left over is your cash flow. If it is more than $0, then that means you're able to, you're saving money each month. Or if it's negative, that means you are losing money each month. So for you math nerds out there, let's do an equation. We're taking our first step of income minus our second step of expenses, giving you your third step of cash flow. Third grade math here. Miss Benson would be proud. So check it out, guys. Your income alone does not matter. Your expenses alone does not matter. What you should focus on is your cash flow. If you're making $1 million and spending $1 million, your cash flow is zero. It doesn't matter how much you're making. It matters how much you're spending. Now, a lot of people only focus on their income, saying, I have to make more, that's the only way. When that is not true, there's actually two factors to that. You can make more, because you'll have more, but you could also spend less, and you'll have more as well. So actually, to maximize your cash flow is to increase your income and decrease your expenses. So you could be working at McDonald's, flipping burgers like a burger flipping wizard, and your income might not be tremendous, but if your expenses are low and minimal, your situation could still be okay. Now, that was my first job when I first started saving money. Now, yeah, there are other opportunities out there, but you could still save money even if your income isn't tremendous. Now, before going any further, I would actually suggest writing these numbers down on paper so you could actually see it. When you finally write it down and see what's actually going on in your life, you'll be like, oh crap, we're losing money each month. Well, let's move on to step number 4, which is debt. What the hell you owe? I owe that money back? Yeah, you owe that money back. So what you could be in debt with could consist of student loans, credit card debt, if you have a loan on your car, or even if you have a house, that's debt. Now, the bad thing about debt is that it is limiting your future. Now, obviously, if you have these debt payments every month, you feel the restriction of money, basically. But imagine in the future of not having those payments. Pretty cool, right? That's why you should go after debt. See, the thing with debt is that you cannot neglect it or turn your head away from it. You can't keep your head in the ground with sand in your butt. See, you gotta take your head out of the ground so you could actually see above ground, see what life is, the good and the bad. And plus, no one likes sand in their crack. You gotta rip debt out of your life like a mutated tick that you got from walking in the woods. You gotta rip it out before it gets any deeper. A quick side note for additional help is something called emergency funds. Now, I did another video talking about emergency funds and how it could help you, why I would suggest it, and it's beneficial. So I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to check out. Moving on to the last and most advanced step number 5 is assets. How to save and invest your money. Now, before doing this step, I would first look at your cash flow. When your cash flow is positive, and again, check out the emergency fund video, I would suggest building up one before tackling debt, just because emergencies happen. But with that cash flow that you have, whatever positivity you have there, I would take that and use that amount to tackle your debt. Do not only make the minimum payments for your debt, whatever loans you have. That extra cash flow that you have per month, use that to put toward your debt so you knock that down. Now, when you finally knock down all that debt or make it very minimal and the only debt you have left are like big purchases, maybe like car, house type of thing. But when you're at that point, then you could start getting into assets. some investments that your money can start making you money. You use the same idea with the cash flow with the debt. The positive cash flow that you use, you tackle the debt. When most or all of your debt is done with, that cash flow you could fuel your assets so you could build wealth. So that is the basic 5 steps, guys. If I had to make you focus on one of them, it would be cash flow. Looking at how much you're either saving or losing every single month, because that's what kills you. So that's kind of it, guys. Now you know how to manage your money a little bit easier. So if you have any ideas, you could always leave a comment below. And if this helped you out, you could always share it with someone else to help them out if you want. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Real Life Money, because we talk about real life and money, because schools aren't doing that. So, thanks for watching again, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.